Good morning. I'm Saray Gonzalez, and welcome to Sullivan 180 Presents Take 5. Our guest today is Freda Eisenberg from Sullivan County Planning and Community Development. Hi, Freda. Welcome, and thank you for being here today.
Thanks, Saray. It's great to be here with you.
Great. Hi. Would you take a few minutes and just introduce yourself and give us a brief introduction about your organization?
Sure. I am a planning commissioner for Sullivan County and run the, as you mentioned, the Division of Planning and Community Development. We work with municipalities and other partners throughout the county on a range of issues related to planning, development, the built environment, environmental protection, community design, all of that. And we provide technical assistance. We review regionally significant development proposals, and we go after a lot of grants to try and get stuff done.
What are some of the new initiatives your organization is working on in response to COVID-19?
Well, Deputy County Manager John Little has convened what we've been calling a recovery working group, and that's bringing all of the entities that are involved in economic development in the county together to talk regularly about the pandemic and our response. That includes not only county agencies, planning, workforce development, but also the Partnership for Economic Development, the Sullivan County Visitors Association, the Chamber of Commerce, the IDA. All of us get and coordinate response. We have a revolving loan fund program that we've set aside some funds for small business loans, and those loans are being administered through the Partnership for Economic Development because they put money into a fund too, and rather than confusing people and having them go, where do I go, just go to the partnership. We've also been working very closely with Dan Houst, the county's communications director, on putting out information and messaging throughout the past couple of months. We've been inundated with information about the payroll protection program, the other SBA loans for small businesses, the regulations from the state about what can be open, what can't be open, and we try and disperse that information. Initially we've been doing it, as we've gotten it, and it's been a little overwhelming, frankly. Recently, we've worked on cutting it down to just the essentials and making a web page on the county site that's a little easier to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
But we've assembled both public and private resources for businesses on not only funding, but also, managing employees, safe conduct, pretty much the whole gamut, and we want to be a resource for businesses. And then finally, we're also looking into bulk purchasing of PPE and cleaning supplies to lower those costs for businesses as they reopen.
Can you talk a little bit about your efforts with the Census Complete Count Committee?
Sure. As planners, we deal with census information all the time. Demographics, planners are geeks, and we deal with numbers. We put out reports. When we go after grants, they're always asking for data, which we rely on the census to provide. So it's a very, very important tool for us. It's also important. Market studies rely on census data. We need to sort of put our best foot forward and have as large a count as possible to demonstrate that we're worthy of investment, and also to generate the federal funding that is tied to census statistics. So about a year ago, we worked with the county legislature, and they formed a complete count committee, which you, Saray, are an instrumental person, in that effort. It has been a bit of a challenge because, as you can appreciate, Many organizations in Sullivan County are strapped for capacity and strapped for resources, and taking on yet another campaign, another initiative. It's the last thing we need. But it is very, very important. We have a lot of people around the table. We've got the libraries, the schools, BOCES, Sullivan Renaissance, Sullivan 180. I'm not going to name everybody because I know I'm going to miss people who are on the table. And we need more involvement. We need, the religious community. We need, more outreach to, the minority community. Really all sorts of entities. To get the word out about how important it is to respond to this census, because it's a 1 in 10 year opportunity. Mm-hmm. If we get our numbers wrong now, if we get an undercount, those impacts last for 10 years.